Hey everyone, Ariel Adams here with aBlogtoWatch. Please subscribe to our videos on YouTube and like this video if you find it useful. This is a review of the Visconti W115 Abyssus full dive 1000 meter gunmetal watch. There's different versions of the Abyssus full dive. This is the brand's, I guess it's their entry-level diving watch. It's also water resistant 1000 meters, which is pretty cool. It's steel, and a lot of their diving watches are bronze. So, you know, that's something to consider. Not everybody wants bronze, and this one is in a PVD coated kind of gunmetal style. It's sort of a dark gray. Again, it's in steel with some blue accents there. And the blue's kind of cool. You have an inner sort of flange ring there on the dial. You have the blue colored paint on the rotating bezel. And basically, you know, in addition to sort of the relatively wild design of the case, you have a very capable dive watch that works pretty well. I like the symmetrical dial. There you have the date over 6. And again, there's different versions of this. The crown is one of the signature features of the Abyssus collection. They always try to be large. This is actually of the smaller crowns. And I'm going to compare it with different versions, actually in the Grand Cruise. But you can see there how this crown is a lot larger and crazy looking than this crown. So if you thought this was a big crown, well, then you ain't seen nothing, right? Does not have a display case back, but I like that they are individually numbered. I've mentioned in the past several times that Visconti always uses cool straps. This has a nice gray suede with blue stitching. They always do such cool things with their straps. They have a lot of shark skin straps, I believe, as well, which look really cool on some of their dive watches. Oddly enough, the case is this sort of dark gray, almost black color, but the buckle is not. It's not that big of a deal. And again, there are elements of the watch, such as the crown here and the screws, that are the uncolored black, but that is something that I definitely noticed there. Dial is interesting looking. It definitely has a very different look to it. And even though inside of the watch is a Swiss-made movement, you have here, it says Swiss caliber, and the reason for that is these watches are assembled in Florence, because Visconti is an Italian brand located in Florence. It says Visconti Firenze. Just in case you didn't know, very proudly Italian brand. And it's interesting because there are other Italian, watch brands, like quote unquote Panerai, but Panerai is for the most part basically a Swiss watch brand. And so I think what Visconti's trying to do, which is admirable, is bring back watchmaking to Italy. So again, they're not making their movements or Swiss movements, which is probably a good thing for right now until they're able to make movements. It's cool that they're doing the assembly in Florence. On some of their other watches, for example, they'll say made in Florence. This one, I'm not sure why it doesn't say that, but again, it's always important to have quirks in your Italian watches. I don't have a price at this time for the Abyssus full dive. Oh, by the way, the movement inside is the at a 28-24. Very standard, reliable movement, especially in dive watches. And the case is actually 45 millimeters wide. Apologize for forgetting that. As I was saying, don't have the price right now, but that price will be in the full written review, which you'll be able to find soon on aBlogtoWatch.com. Thanks.